pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, Marissa has added a new agenda item, addition or deletions to the agenda before we dive too deep. Do we have any, does anybody have any additions to the agenda? I would say, we'd like to go under town business and executive to discuss the.
Yep, I have personnel and contract under executive session.
Okay.
Perfect.
Alrighty, recognized guests, do we have? Does not look like we have any guests online.
Oh, it would say if there was.
Okay.
I'll leave it up just.
John?
I don't have anything.
Rowena?
Okay, several things. First of all, last meeting, 2 weeks ago, talked about needing doggy bags. I don't know if they got put in and they've all been used up, but there's still none at the Main Street Park.
I did talk to Kylie about it, so.
Okay, I didn't know.
Yeah, I did come in that week of the meeting and talk to Kylie, and she said that she was gonna talk to,
Okay.
who's the other man?
Thomas.
Thomas.
Then, let's see, the town sign out here, I liked it that we put stuff about the kids winning the games in the picture, and somebody actually said something to me about how it was really cool that we're able to put a picture out there of that. I was just wondering when you're going to be putting up the events for Old Home Days, to let people know when the parade is. What else are you having going on?
When I get the information. I know we know we're having the parade, but I have no information from the Lions Club about their barbecue or anything.
Okay.
You mean things like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been made aware of it, otherwise I would.
Okay, and can you
just
maybe put on there, on the sign, it says something along the lines of, you want your event put on here, this is who you contact and stuff, so that they know. Cause it's really good to have all of that stuff on there.
Yeah, what I'll do is I can also post it on the application on the website, cause there is a form that gets filled out for the sign.
Yeah.
To be approved.
Right, okay, the stump dump, is that open to the public to use, or is it closed? If it's open, what are the hours? I
I think
mean,
it's close, isn't it?
at one time, I was told it was closed, and they did several years ago, but the gate's been open and.
I will have to follow up. I know it had been closed because people were there was too much trash arriving there.
Right.
So I can double check on that, but and Jane might just be open for water and sewer, not being closed, I don't know, going down there.
Cause there's, you know,
That's how
there
they
wasn't,
access down
not
below
everybody
the
got their
rooms.
refuse picked up, and then also there's refuse that's, you know, trees come down, you gotta cut them up and stuff, and people don't wanna hang on to them, have them sit at the edge of their yard till, you know,
I've taken stuff down to the stump, tree limbs and stuff, but I always call Jason and ask him first.
Okay.
I don't know if that's the highway department's policy, that's by permission only, but Jason's always let me take just tree limbs and stuff.
Right, which is what it's supposed to be for, but, you know, if you ruined it by bringing in.
Yeah, I mean, I understand what you're saying, and I understand people's concerns. I mean, we had a 10-day window for people they picked up in town.
Right.
I mean, after that, I mean,
And they do that in October as well, right?
I believe.
Right.
They do it.
I mean, I don't think it should be a permanent service, I mean, but if people can bring it to there, maybe. But I mean, it's not a service provided to anybody outside of the village, so, I don't know, I'm a little, I'm not all that, I guess I'm gonna be rude, or I'm not all that sympathetic. Yeah, I'm gonna be direct, I'm not all that sympathetic if people have to figure out how to get rid of some of their yard waste in a different manner. Okay, but I'll look into it.
Okay, because it technically is supposed to be, if I recall right, the way the state law is that the trash people are supposed to be picking that up. And so, but
Is
the
it bagged?
the town made a different arrangement with it, and they opted for this twice a year, but, which is nice, and it's good that you have it a longer window than what you had before, but, you know, you can't predict when a tree's gonna come down, and, you know, some people don't have a large yard.
Isn't that the homeowner's responsibility then, if it's your tree?
Well, yeah, you can cut it up and stuff, but the thing is they're looking for a place, and if we're not gonna offer them the stump dump, can we at least offer them who to get in touch with, you know, to get rid of yard?
Well, wouldn't that be the homeowner's preference though? I mean, I had trees removed from my property, I had to pay for it all.
Well, yeah, the situation is not that it's being done for free,
Okay.
it's being, can it be done? And, you know, the person I was talking with they happened to be a renter, so they would have had to go out to the landlord, but still, you know, they were gonna try to help the landlord out, but they didn't know where to even take it. The price wasn't even mentioned, and they would have, you know, they weren't looking for a free hand, they were looking for an outlet
Okay.
to get rid of it. And they had been told that they could take it to the stump dump, and I'm like, well, is that open or not? You
Yeah,
know?
like I said, I'll check. And maybe it's by appointment, or, I don't know what the option will be.
Okay, and, couple other things here. I was looking for on the website, and I still haven't seen it, maybe I'm just not looking in the right place, for the Declaration of Inclusion that was adopted by the select board on
Was that not on there?
February 21st meeting.
Oh, that's my bad. I'll put it on there.
Okay. And then the town's right of way, there's been one thing, zoning is working on this, trying to, but I kind of want, it's been visited once with the select board, and I'd like to revisit it. How is, if there's fences or there's stuff piled into the right of way, the town's right of way, does the town care if they can get the plow through, or are they gonna do, because zoning can't do anything about it if it's in the town right of way, we have no jurisdiction over it.
We discussed this last year in regards to a property owner, and as long, it's still the property owner's property, we only have rights to that if we need to use
That's
it.
it.
So, until such time, like if there's a pile of trash or debris, we would have the right to move it if we needed to, say, fix a water
Right.
line or, you know, clean out a ditch or something. But up until that point, until we have a purpose, it's their property.
Okay, so you're fine. Just wanted to get a feedback
Yeah.
for you for when the person comes back and say, and we'll say, well, you know, because we've told them from zoning point of view, we're out of jurisdiction. That's not, we can't say what we do, and if the town feels that way. Okay, and then I was a little confused by the minutes where I asked about the noise policy, and it was like, well, we'll research it. That really was kind of misleading from what actually happened, because I asked about if there was a noise ordinance. The people present here were pretty sure it was 10 o'clock, and then I gave a reason of why I asked, and I brought up about having the fire trucks doing their parade at 10:30 at night and how that disrupted people. And that's not even reflected in the minutes. The minutes kind of just like, I asked a question and you didn't know and you research it. So it's kind of a little bit misleading.
Yep. I can change it.
I think it took place around 10:03 is when we finished up. That's what I remember looking at my watch.
So technically, like when I write the minutes too, according to like open meeting law, and I'll double check too, but I don't even have to include, unless the select board votes on something, I technically don't have to write things like that in the minutes. I just, like, if there was something, like if you asked a question and we voted on a decision, then I can really shorten up the minutes. But I can change it and add it, so I'll revise them to reflect what actually happened.
And I guess that's all for me.
Did we have a chance to review that policy, or?
I haven't, no. I haven't found it in my file cabinet. There's a folder that Michael left behind of policies that's like stacked up, and I haven't gotten a chance to organize them yet. But I know that everyone else has said that there is one, so I'm sure it's there. I just haven't found it yet.
Is there any possibility to have, once you find all the ordinances, because it's been a thing through the years of,
To publish them?
do we have, to publish them or
Yeah,
have them on the-
absolutely. Yeah, once I get them and find them, and some of them are scattered. I mean, in that office in there, there's three drawers for the file cabinet, and everything is scattered, and it's because it's been picked over, or so everything's scattered. So it's gonna take time to be able
Right,
to actually
right.
sift through every individual folder and organize it back to where it should be.
Okay.
There's just been so
Perfect.
many hands in there,
Sounds
so.
great, thank you.
So, with that correction in mind that Rowena mentioned, are there any other updates to the meeting minutes that people can see?
I have none. I make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passes. Highway report, let's see. The park and ride went in, there was a mishap that, the power pole was broken. So we will probably be getting a bill for that, don't know what it is yet. Other than that, and during that process, the water line was hit and broke. That was fixed. Got the culvert, the underground brook pipe in, and they've moved it up, cleaned those piles of dirt on the back end, stone lined the outlet to the way it needs to be. And I guess the only thing that left next is putting the underground power in where it needs to go. But Jason was told by a member of Vermont Electric that that needs state approval, so he's looking at who needs to do that before they can start that project. But it's, other than that, that type of power, it's ready to be final prepped and paved, I guess.
Okay.
I think they're started mowing the roadsides, they chlorided the roads. Yeah, I mean, it took a little longer because I guess it was so dry. They can't put it down when it's super dry because most of the chloride will end up blowing off.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much done the first round. Still working on, they worked on getting one of the trucks inspected today. Just general stuff beyond that. The roads have all been graded multiple times. I think,
Bridge out there.
yeah, Haggerty Bridge is coming along. I think that's all I have. Buildings?
Waiting to hear back on the roof, someone to repair the roof at the library. I've reached out for 2-3 people, but no one has time, everybody's busy. So waiting for the last one to come back, because they said they could make time, so they just gotta get back to me. So that's that one. We also have, for the post office, a Christopher Wheeler, consultant engineer for the heating system to be upgraded. I'd like to put that up.
That's the post office or town hall?
Town hall, sorry, wrong building. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'd like to put that up to have us
Approve.
vote on it, approve on it, sorry, my mind went blank, I started reading.
You're looking for a motion to
A
approve.
motion to approve the quote for this, if anybody wants to see it, it's for $12,400. It's for an engineer to come in and see what type of system would be the best system for this building. Replacing the heating system that's currently here. Add heating to the rooms that don't have heat. And to hopefully get rid of the radiators upstairs that are leaking. And I believe that was on his plan, but that's what he said, but it's not part of this yet. If anybody wants to look at this, they're more than welcome to. But I'm looking for a motion to be able to approve to have him come in and start engineering.
And this was the lowest bid.
Yes, I had two of them, one came in almost double that one. And I walked the building, a couple times with this gentleman. The other one that bid, had walked the building with Vermont Energy. And then once this design is done, then they'll put it out for bid and then get 3-4 bids and then bring it to us and then we would vote on the bid for who was gonna actually do the work.
I'll make a motion to approve that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Second.
Or second, I'll second it, I'll second it.
Sorry, I jumped the gun.
It's
Second.
okay, you do that to me every time. It's okay.
Alan, do you have any thoughts? Okay, we'll give you a second. Before we finalize it.
You remembered his glasses tonight.
I never do.
Bad enough I can't see, but I forget I can't see.
Well, I left mine in my truck. And I pulled them out and it's like, wow, these are dirty, I need to wash them. You don't see anything yet. Red flags.
All those in favor?
Aye. Also, I'd like to put it up for vote, to have the abatement done at the post office, which was for 29,000 roughly.
That was budgeted.
That was as part of my budget, yes.
Okay.
So, that would take care of all 4 quarters where the old drains used to leak and also the stairway to go upstairs. All that will be taken care of.
I'll make a motion to go ahead with that.
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Right. And then this is not being voted on, but it was brought to my attention about the veterans flag and the American flag at the post office. We do have, somebody gave us a veterans flag, we paid for it, right?
American Legion.
And American Legion, and also we need to get a American flag and have them replaced hopefully in the next week.
I'll make a motion, go ahead.
I don't think we need a
We need to
motion
do
for
it.
it, we're just
I don't
gonna
think
do
so,
it,
no.
I just wanna let
Do it,
people
okay.
know
Yep.
that they're being taken care of and we're sorry they didn't get up sooner.
Also, I'll add to your report, the, North Country signs, I'm on my 3rd round of signs. The first ones were spelt wrong, I asked for replacements, those were spelt wrong, I just got new ones in today and they are spelled correctly, so those will be changed. 3rd time's a charm.
Wow.
It's taken a while, but we
Spell
have.
check.
Yeah, yeah, at no cost either, we just paid the original invoice and they corrected it for
And
free.
we're still waiting on the floor to come in for the back of the post office. As soon as it's in, he'll call us and give us a date that they're replacing them. And that's the end of what I got. Did I miss anything?
Water and sewer?
Not a lot that I know of going on. Kylie and I and Jeremy met with the folks from the engineering firm that are doing the phosphorus study. Did a tour of the sewer plant, and so that started. I think that's all I got.
And I just sent those emails about the leak detection and the exercising of the valves. The Kylie, Marissa, to Marissa. Yeah, we have to have that signed up for by the 28th in order to do that, so.
Oh.
I don't know what it entails, but if it gets,
If I need information, I probably most of the information I
Jeremy.
need will be from Jeremy.
Yeah.
I'll take a look at them tomorrow and.
okay.
The leaky valve's been replaced at your station.
Yes, much better.
The water
And the
bill.
windows being replaced.
Oh,
It was on order, they got it in the side window to the ambulance, yes.
Is that it?
Yes.
Alright.
that's all I have.
Parks, playground, cemeteries?
I don't have much. I went to the annual Richford Center Cemetery, their annual meeting. They once a year meet annually, and the only thing that they were kind of really requesting was at some point all the new space that they redid last year, they had excavated and stuff, that it is a state law, I guess, for cemeteries to have fences around them. And so they are probably gonna need us to help with some fencing in the future.
And this is the South Richford.
The Richford Center Cemetery up on South Richford.
I need the one before my house.
Yeah.
So that's kind of just something that they put out there. It didn't sound like they're ready for it like right now, but it's probably gonna be a pretty decent expense that they're gonna ask for us to help with.
And kind of catch-22 because if they can't pay for it, we're obligated
Yeah,
anyway
to do it anyway.
by state law.
Yep.
So better to help than pay for the whole.
Right. So, but again, like they said, because they only meet annually, it's
Yeah.
not something that they were gonna do this year, but
Right.
probably in the near future. And I went to my first solid waste meeting for Franklin and Grand Isle County, cause I'm the rep for that. Wasn't much going on, they were just really talking about, raises for the employees and, the new solid waste management facility that's being built over in Georgia.
Huh. I wonder it costs so much.
Yeah, they did tell us though, like I did learn some things about like tires, that each township like is like for slated for 50 tires a piece, or 100
Yeah,
tires
well, that don't
a
take
piece.
much.
No.
No, and we actually had our quota filled this year.
And then
there were
some.
there were several towns that didn't. I was like, what is going on?
We had that covered on Green Up
Yeah,
Day.
drop it
Plus.
off.
Yeah.
They bring me here and drop it off.
Did you ever send a message to Lisa Hango about that?
About the tires, I have not, no.
Marissa?
I know.
Yeah, I really think there should be a, if the legislature likes to blow through money, so let's have a good idea and actually put a deposit on tires.
Right.
So people are encouraged to bring them back.
Yep. Yeah, like they do batteries, and
Yeah.
cans, and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I got.
Town administrator
I
update.
have quite a bit. What I've been doing. So last week we had our sidewalk scoping study first local concerns meeting. Only 2 people showed up. Which was kind of disappointing, but the 2 people that did show up had good questions. So that's still kind of in the works there. To go along with that scoping study for the sidewalk, we also are doing the rec is doing walking trails. We have our first local concerns meeting for that tomorrow at 6:30 here at the town hall. So if you wanna learn more information, hopefully we can get more people to put their input in on that. I got the new signs for North Country. I attended a grant writing, I wanted to bring it up to everybody, a first responders grant writing, class. And they offer through, their services a discounted price, and they help with, one major federal grant for, and this is for EMS, fire, and police, and basically any first responders. Plus, and they review them for you, plus 2 like smaller scale grants, which I think would be very beneficial to us, because, you know, our budget for EMS and fire can be small. I think fire doesn't even have a budget, do they?
Yeah, they have
Just
a
for
budget.
personnel?
No, it's about, I think with the additional money that we're trying to set aside, it's about 100,000. Prior to that, it was like 70.
So, and I learned a lot, there's a lot of, first responder grants out there that not many people are aware of. And this company helps you. You have unlimited phone and email. Their clients have a 76% or better success rate when they have help from them. So they offer services, like I said, at a discounted price, because I attended the class. I think it would be very beneficial for us. For the annual grant services, it's $17.95, so $1,795 for 12 months. It's just something to think about. I think it would be really beneficial for first responders. You know, especially if you're looking for a new fire truck, or, you know, we've applied for the assistance to firefighter grants. I mean, I
think this
worked
is
on
the
it with you
third
guys
year, yeah.
once, but I think
Yeah.
2 years prior, and we've been denied. We never make it past, and I don't know if it's because of how we're applying, what we're applying for, but, just something to think about.
I would say that would be a bonus
I
to do
think,
that.
I think we should move forward.
I
I
make
have
a
a
motion.
question on that. Are you not getting that much help as far as the EMS from Northwest Regional Planning with their grant writing and such? Or are
They
not
don't, I don't know if we've ever worked with,
I don't know who it was that Michael worked with. He worked with someone.
her name's
Alyssa?
Alyssa, but is she from Northwest
I don't
Regional
know.
Planning?
I don't
Do
know.
you know?
Are there-
Is she from Northwest Regional Planning, the woman who helped us?
I'm just saying that if this is something above and beyond because North Regional Planning can't help you,
Mhm.
then that's great. But if Regional Planning can help you, remember that we're already paying them
Yeah,
$2,100 a year, so.
yeah, and they're working on us, you know, with a lot of things, I mean, and these people focus just on
Emergency service.
emergency
That's
services,
probably
and that's
why.
all that they do is
Okay.
emergency services.
So yeah, they may be a better one then.
I would make
Yeah,
a
I
motion
think that
to
they're-
go ahead with them.
Well, you try it for a year, like what,
Yeah.
what is the year, I mean, is it,
It's 12 months.
so
So here's the
12 months from whenever you
months.
sign up?
Yep.
Yeah, and we have to get the $200 off, we have to, sign up by July 5th.
You can trial run it.
I mean, are they gonna like contact you with grant information, or do you
Yeah,
have
they-
to like
no, yeah.
search for the grant and
No,
then?
they'll give you,
You'll be on like a listserv.
like, yeah, they have they give you
Listen,
grant
they help you,
opportunities,
right?
you know, they
Yep.
tell you, and then they, you know, essentially you rate the grant, but they'll review it, look over it, tell you what you did wrong before you submit it, and then they help you too, so.
Melissa Johnson's a Community Projects Associate from the Vermont Council on Rural Development.
So I'll second it.
Okay.
All those in favor of signing the town up for emergency services grant writing assistance?
Aye.
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 Any opposed? Hearing none, motion passes.
And I know we voted on it before, Wally met with Timothy Horgan, she's a realtor, for 50 for our street. I have been in she called me today, but I was in another meeting, so I'm going to contact her tomorrow on next steps to, list that property for sale. She came and looked at it and did
And
she gave us assessment of it, so I'm gonna discuss with her the next steps to get it on the market.
Anything else? Any fire department policies and guideline approval? So we left it for a clean copy and a chance for Andy to review one more time.
Mm-hmm. And you reviewed it with
Department.
the department?
I think we're good.
Alright, so
Just need to sign.
So you want a motion to accept that policy?
Accept the policy.
I'll make a motion to accept that policy as written.
Sorry,
Do you have a second?
I'll second it, sorry.
All those in favor?
Aye.
I don't have a pencil.
I got it. Well, it feels good to have that one done.
Right.
Can you make me a copy of that, Marissa?
Yeah.
Just so I have a copy.
Yep, I'll wait for the other chiefs to sign it
I
I'll
need,
let-
I need more stuff.
Well,
in your binder.
Okay.
So we can.
Do you have to sign it too as the select board or you?
I don't know that it should.
No, I think you're
No.
fine.
No, because we'll have a quorum without. So I'll just put that in there that you signed.
As
Fire
chief.
chief
As
and
fire
not.
chief, yeah.
Yep.
Alright, is that it for, we'll move on to other business? Is there any other business? Tyler, you have anything? No?
I don't.
Alright, I'll make a motion to move into executive,
Second.
and we will have something coming out of this, correct?
Is there going to be a vote?
We're discussing
The contract?
personnel,
Person, yeah.
so there'll be something potentially coming from that.
Mhm.
Yes, so there will be something coming out of it.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Okay, I wanna make a motion that we increase the town administrator's pay by $2,000.
You have a second?
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Alright. Now I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
Second it.
Alright.
Aye, aye.